Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. There seemed to be some interest in solving these drainage issues that last time I posted a video about it. So I'm gonna do another video showing cleaning up this ditch line and trying to get this so that our road stays together when we get these heavy rains. What I'm working on today, you can see here behind me, there's a shelf rock all along here that's, pushing the water back to the surface and rolling it out onto the road, which makes the road soft, and then we end up putting ruts all over it. So I'm gonna get out the jackhammer and go back to work on this. I went ahead and took the backhoe from the high spot behind me all the way down to where I put that culvert in and cleaned it out so I could see where I need to do work with the jackhammer. And the biggest section on this part of the road is this section right here. Then we've got another section going down toward the culvert we're gonna have to take out. While I'm hitting this thing with the jackhammer, standing on it, I can feel that there's a layer of this rock that's loose because it just feels different under your feet. And as I go down through here, I should be able to peel this off in layers and get down to where I need to be. The nice thing about this rock is I'm assuming it's a kind of sandstone. It's a sedimentary rock and it's laid down in layers, and a lot of times there will be a layer of clay that separates the layers of rock, and it gives the pressure of the jackhammer a place to fracture it and break it out. Now the bad part is sometimes that clay absorbs the hit from the jackhammer and you're not really getting much force transferred into the rock. But this area along here seems to be mostly sandstone. Where I was working down by the power line on that other section was a limestone that was a lot more homogeneous. It was much more of a solid structure than what this sandstone seems to be. And I couldn't get it broken loose with the backhoe because it's rounded over and there was no place for me to get the bucket teeth hooked under it and pop it out. And all I'm doing with this rock is where I made this cut putting the road bed in. You know, there's a slope on the side. I'm just throwing it over there like riprap to try to keep that side from eroding out. Get back. This is what I was talking about with this cut. It's mostly compacted clay underneath of this road bed, so it's pretty solid, and of course there's plenty of shelf rock underneath of it, but all I'm doing is just using this rock as riprap to keep these sides from eroding, because it's a little steep in places, and you know, anything to help. And the least amount of space I have to move, or least amount of distance I have to move that rock, the better. I like it better when chunks come out like this. Little bitty stuff's aggravating. Kind of interesting. Sometimes you break into a layer of this rock and it smells like coal or petroleum products. You get a kind of sulfur smell. And this whole area, I don't know how many millions of years ago or whatever, had been an inland sea. And so occasionally we find, you know, fossils and stuff like that from sea creatures that are stuck in the rock. And on another video where I was tearing down that house, I was talking about the ripples in some of the rock you find, and one of our subscribers, Rick, reminded me that that was from where that had been underwater, and the wave action causes those ripples to form in the rock, and then other things, you know, will settle on it, and then it gets trapped in there and solidifies. So, here's another kind of interesting piece. That, you know, one side of it's smooth, but you can see ripples and stuff in it, and then the other side you flip it over and it looks like that. I've been at this about 2 hours now, and got through, you can see, about a foot of rock, probably 8 feet in length, and you know, however wide that is, 18 inches to a little over 2 feet there where it widens out. But I discovered that with this kind of rock, this chisel point was working, but it was not the best choice. I went over and dug out the moil point. That's moil, M-O-I-L. Moil point is basically just a pyramidal shaped point. And the way this rock is stratified, it breaks it up better than that chisel point. And it's actually moving along a lot faster. Seems like the right choice till the rock changes somewhere along here and I have to go back to the other one. I was asked after that last video why I'm not using a hydraulic breaker to do this. And I'd love to have a hydraulic breaker, but I don't have a piece of equipment that'll run one, and can't really rent one around here because people tear them up, and so people don't want to rent them, and the only other way would be to hire somebody to come in here and do that. And I have other things that the money needs to go to, so if I can do this for myself the semi-medium easy hard way, that's what I'm doing. Probably can't tell it on the camera, but this starts going uphill about right here. So the reason I was cleaning that out is so I could see what it looked like on the next layer, hoping that it was good enough I didn't have to go back to jackhammering back here. I'm going to have to start breaking that up and come back this way. Got into a discussion with a couple of viewers in the comment section on another video about tools, and talking about using older tools instead of new stuff. This shovel right here is probably close to 40 years old, and it's still got the original handle in it, and ever so often I clean it up, resharpen it, redo the paint, clean the handle, give it a light sanding, put more linseed oil on it, and the thing just keeps on ticking. Of course, I also try not to use it as a pride line. Did a job here a couple years ago and needed a shovel, went and bought one, and it was a piece of crap. The thing didn't hold an edge, the blade on it bent, the handle ended up breaking because it was fiberglass instead of wood, but that's all I could find. I have found that garage sales, estate sales, and flea markets are a fantastic place to buy tools. So I did a big garage sale here not too long ago, and I bought a bunch of old American-made files for like $1 or $2 a piece. A complete Victor torch setup for, I think it was $125. A Hilti roto hammer with a bunch of bits for about $100. And it was all, you know, good American-made tools. And if you take care of them, it will definitely last you a lifetime. Chisels and draw knives and stuff that are already probably 100, 150 years old. They still work great. This jackhammer I'm using is new. It's a Harbor Freight. It was half the price of a Bosch. And it's so far done everything I've asked it to do. But I also got the extended warranty, so if it dies on me, I can take it back and get another one. We used it to do stuff like this. We did almost all of the holes for the fence posts up by the gate with it. Driven fence posts with it, because we had a fence post driver fit for it. So this is what we got done in about 6 hours. Still got another probably 20 feet to go down there and then on around the corner. But I guess that's a pretty good day's work. All right, folks, 18 hours worth of jackhammer time later, we got 50 feet of rock removed. So hopefully this ditch will drain now. And I got some gravel to fill in the soft spot on the road. And we ended up with 75 feet of riprap to stabilize this road bank. So all in all, I guess it was worth it if the ditch will drain now and I can stop having to fix the road here because the water's crossing the road where this rock shelf was sticking out in the ditch.